The Trump administration has deported more Venezuelan migrants to El Salvador, and President Trump is poised to announce reciprocal tariffs on goods from all nations tomorrow. Good morning. I'm Corva Coleman from NPR News, and here are today's top stories. The Trump administration has resumed deporting Venezuelan migrants to El Salvador, claiming they're gang members. NPR's Adrian Florido reports there are legal challenges asking how the Trump administration identifies the deportees as gang members.
Secretary of State Marco Rubio said the government sent 17 violent criminals to El Salvador. He claimed they're members of the Tren de Aragua and MS-13 gangs. El Salvador's president posted videos of the men being unloaded from a plane and locked up in a prison. Earlier this month, President Trump sent more than 130 alleged Venezuelan gang members to El Salvador, arguing that an 18th century wartime law gave him authority to summarily deport them without hearings. Some of their families have denied they're in gangs. A federal judge temporarily blocked more deportations under that law. It's not clear if this new group of men were expelled in violation of the judge's ruling or because they had valid deportation orders. Adrian Florido, NPR News.
New Jersey Democratic Senator Cory Booker has been criticizing the Trump administration on immigration. He's been speaking for the past 12 hours straight on the Senate floor, with support from Connecticut Democrat Chris Murphy and other Democratic senators. Booker is highlighting the case of an immigrant deported to El Salvador, even though the immigrant had protected status in the U.S. The Trump administration now says it made a mistake with its deportation, but can't fix it. President Trump is poised to announce what he calls reciprocal tariffs on goods from other nations tomorrow. What those tariffs are remain a mystery, but Trump says they'll help create jobs. NPR's Scott Horsley says economists say many will feel increased costs.
Tariffs are taxes. They generally push up prices. They're a potential drag on spending, and they invite retaliation against U.S. exports. On top of that, you've got the unpredictable way the Trump administration has rolled out his tariff agenda, on one day, off the next, back on again. All that just adds the uncertainty and makes it very hard for businesses to plan.
NPR's Scott Horsley reporting. Mortgage giants Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac have undergone big changes in recent weeks. As NPR's Laurel Walmsley reports, this could be a sign of more upheaval to come.
Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac operate under a government charter, so they are companies with a unique position in the housing market. And over the last couple weeks, the majority of board members at Fannie and Freddie were fired, as was the CEO of Freddie Mac. This has happened under the leadership of William Pulte, who was recently sworn in as the director of the agency that regulates Fannie and Freddie. The two companies have been under government conservatorship since the 2008 financial crisis, and some see the shakeup as early steps toward reprivatizing them. Some Republicans say it's time for government to stop playing this role in the market, but many worry that changes to the system will push mortgage rates higher at a time when it's already hard to afford a home. Laurel Walmsley, NPR News, Washington.
This is NPR.